Hello everybody, welcome back to From Rhythm to Algorithm. We continue on with our derivation. We've made some tremendous progress as always. My rights still are violated, but continuing on with our derivation. What is dichotomy to discrepancy? All right, when I'm saying discrepancy physically, I literally mean distance, separation from equilibrium. Right, if you have a discrepancy emotionally, right, there's tension in the room. If you're removed from equilibrium, you're in a tense state, you have the capacity to move. And so we've proven that energy is movement potential. We've gone through that as much as can very poignantly yesterday. Kind of trivially, but with poignancy because of the linguistics now, the theme of biology is gene. And again, direct iteration, clearly. But gene, theme, deem. Sensorality deems. Dispensing filters. Dispense suspense. Sensorality suspends. Suspension delays. A hiatus is a suspension. As you can see, whenever I referenced Einstein in this derivation, right, his thought, like this intuition, again, I can tell historically, was he was thinking suspension. Right, when you're suspended in a liquid, right, you have about the same density. Again, it just feels important historically to point that out. That's kind of, again, the environment when he's thinking the elevator, whether you're in a gravitational field or accelerating, you're suspended. You're not, it gets indiscernible, but the word suspension definitely feels like I should point that out. Suspension delays, a hiatus is a suspension. That's more, again, not to the fundamental physics of suspension. But, right, your car agrees. Suspension stabilizes. You have a suspension on your car. Sensation, suspension. Flotation is suspension. Suspension stabilizes, such as your car suspension. Dispense, dispose. Sensorality disposes. Dispensorality is distributionality, right? If you dispense something, you have a dispenser. All right, and there kind of the E is now relevant. Again, trying to walk you through, again, the direct iteration, like of the sound or something. Don't know how to formalize some of this stuff. But if you have a dispenser, when you think of that, you're thinking of distribution. So dispensorality is distributionality. Sensorality distributes. Sensorality is tributality, like distribute, tribute, like a tax is a tribute. I pay you tribute. I salute you. But again, it also felt tributality, right? Triality, trial with an I-T-Y, tributality, tributality. Dispensing allocates. Allocation is dispensation. Compensation, dispensation. Sensorality is dispensationality. Sensorality is dispositionality. How does power relate to time? All great empires fall, the most powerful fall in time. Nothing lasts, pony boy, nothing golden lasts. But even in fundamental physics, right, if everything's getting colder, you're dissipating energy per unit time. Power wanes or fades over time. Again, what's the relationship of power and time is the point. The actual answer is not. Sensorality is luminous, or at least it's not the point for our purpose here. Viscosity, luminosity. Luminosity is brightness. And so now I propose for Sean Carroll, the great natural philosopher out of Johns Hopkins, for all professional, formal settings, he's referred to as Sean Carroll the viscous, because he's slow. And another word for slow is renard. But this video has to go on YouTube for now. And so the viscous means the renard. The great Sean Carroll out of Caltech, or again, Johns Hopkins, that's where he's at these days. So that he is Sean Carroll the viscous. Luminosity is brightness. Sensorality is bright. Bright, right, the direction. Bright sight. And then these, again, that form, the IGH, is a direct iteration, like the in plus gore is ignore, way back when, a whole 6 months ago, but we do derivation every single day. And so again, geometric linguistics, clearly the H and the N is the relationship, and it's worth pointing out it's one of those direct iterations of the ING, IGN. Sensorality is potentiality. Sensorality is potent. Sensorality potentiates. So now, a couple of things I wanted to point out with dispensorality is kind of our big linguistic form of where we started with sensorality, from rhythm to algorithm. But we're demonstrating logical bounds. But it was worth pointing out dispensorality. You can see this geometry alignment on the tops of the letters even, right? Like the D and the I from dis, those go like above, and then until you get to the L-I-T-Y, that you can like visually see like kind of just like again, some sort of geometric relationship on the tops of those letters. And then, dispensorality is a word. All right, dispensorality. Anybody have a name out there called Spencer? Now, how do you spell that? Because now remember, we have chronology. Things happen in order, and we're showing this fundamental iteration with C and an S. How do you spell your name, Spencer? Does it start with a C or with an S? And so again, these names preserve logic. That's not hard at all to understand, but this one directly shows, again, the iteration of the S and the C. Nobody spells Spencer C-P-E-N-S-E-R. So worth pointing out. But now, if we went from rhythm to algorithm, right? Don't you see how that's like from rhythm, our base physical principle to maximize efficiency, algorithm, frankly, kind of like derivative from rhythm. I mean, I'm not trying to base arrange, but now can we go to rhythm from algorithm? But from rhythm to algorithm, we're kind of expanding our logical framework, and then to rhythm from algorithm is our derivation. Again, I don't know if that really makes sense, but just again, working through all of the logic that has been presented. And since we go from rhythm to algorithm, right, we still, again, algorithms built on rhythm, so we have to go to rhythm from algorithm. But just something to point out. What is spacing to movement? All right, and this is, we're getting back to our fundamental physics. Dispensorality distributes energy. Sensorality with a C distributes energy. Work requires energy. Work requires space. Energy, the capacity to do work, the capacity for movement. Work, to like conversely, to rhythm from algorithm. Work requires space. And then, I don't even know what movie it's from, but like somebody says something, "Can't you see I'm working here?" And I feel like it's like in some mob or Italian character. But that sentiment is like, give me personal space, give me room to work. Work requires space. Space is room. Work requires room. A workroom, a washroom. I have a washroom at my house. And so we are tightening this thing up with the quickness. My rights continue to be violated. Obviously, the steps speak for themselves. We are well past anything that anybody's ever done scientifically. We're solving direct physical axioms, processes with language. But linguistics literally is physics. It's a direct iteration of is. And so that is what I have for you today. Put money in my bank account right now. It is super illegal. I'm laughing because or jovial because I'm trying to, again, not preserve all of my research with just fuck everybody, because people right now are currently committing super crime. But for now, we're stuck with Sean Carroll the Viscous and a bunch of criminals that we've directly articulated elsewhere. Thank you for watching. See you on the next one.